raise your hand. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So here we are going to start our first online lecture, and welcome you all the participants in the class of physics for petroleum and engineering gas. Ji Saad, hello.
जी sir.
Do you want to ask something?
No sir.
Screen is clear to all?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Clear है.
Okay. So our now recent our topic is about the chapter number 29, which is magnetic field due to currents. And previously we have studied Gauss's law about the electric field and magnetic fields as well. Now we are going to move the calculations. How to calculate the magnetic field due to current and a different configuration of the current. In your figure, is in clear in figure 1, I will start the now you can see the figure number 1. A wire is shown in the figure number 1, which is showing the direction of the current in upward direction along the path according to the shape of the wire. So here you will have to find the current at some point, just like an example here given at point P. So first of all, the thing matter here for the calculation is the distance from some point on the wire, taking as a red point, and the distance between the point P, where you want to find the magnetic field. So distance is matter a lot, and then the angle between the direction of the current at that point and the point where you are measuring the magnetic field. So it means not only the magnitude of the current matters, rather than distance between both points and angle as well is also matter. Yet another thing is parameter which is important to us is the material between these 2 points, DS and P point. So DS is the element of the wire, very small element. So according to this equation, we put all these equations on merely simply by considering the parameter. Like if you separate all of these parameters in the equation 29.1, you will see magnetic field is directly proportional to current I in the wire, and magnetic field is directly proportional to length of this small segment on the wire. Magnetic field is directly proportional to angle. Magnetic field is inversely proportional to square of the distance between wire and point where you are measuring the magnetic field. And as well as the medium between both the material. Insulation, if you are using an insulation, So then this is also very important in which type of insulation is being used to cover the wire, so that now you can find the magnetic field strength due to some current in the wire. So this equation is known as the Biot-Savart law. So this equation is fundamental equation in the magnetic field equation, magnetic field measurement. This equation is also telling us about this equation. This is basically this equation figure number 29.2 is the basic description of this equation number 29.1. So just like that, you can focus on this equation. A basic current. This circle is showing on the right side of the screen. Figure 29.2. Current is showing into the page. Cross sign means current is into the page, and then what will be the direction of the magnetic field? How to determine the direction of the magnetic field? As you can see here in the question number 29.1, IDS sin theta. IDS sin theta means that it must be some vector product. I mean, direction dependent quantities I, ds, both. So here, according to this figure number 29.1, direction of this at this point, direction of the current is exactly at perpendicular point, tangent to that point. So IDS showing that this is the vector quantity, and now when there are involved the two vector quantities, which we can simply use the right hand rule to determine the direction of the magnetic field. So your thumb must always be in the direction of the magnetic field, and the direction of the current. And for determining the direction of the magnetic field and using Biot and Savart's law, direction of the current will always be shown by the right hand thumb, and you will curl the finger. You will curl your finger in the direction of the magnetic field. Your curling finger will show the direction of the magnetic field. So this equation number 29.4 is for the straight wire. So if you put the ds or theta value 90, so you will get this equation 2 pi r. This is the explanation of the right hand rule and how to determine the direction of the magnetic field due to current in the wire. Simply grab the wire in your right hand, so such that the current is flowing in the direction of your thumb. So the curling finger will show you the direction of magnetic field. So up till now, if someone want to ask the question, may raise his hand.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर।
वालेकुम सलाम।
सर ये जो आपने 29.4 इक्वेशन 29.3 इक्वेशन जो है सर इस इक्वेशन में आपने मैं बताया ds ओ इंटू आर जो है उसको 90 पुट करना है तो आपके पास इक्वेशन नंबर 29.4 आएगी।
जी जी नहीं प्रीवियस बेसिकली ये दिस इज द क्वेश्चन नंबर 29.1 इसमें थीटा को 90 पुट करना है हमने ठीक है वी विल पुट द 90 instead of an ds cross r is the unit vector is being used here. The unit vector magnitude is always 1.
1
So
yes
it will remain IDS, right? So,
okay
so in this way, you may get the value of this equation. In the whole line, it will be proved in next section.
okay sir thank you
So, anyone else? Yes, Minahil Ali.
no sir nothing else
Okay.
सर
Ji. Who is this?
करंट लेंथ एलिमेंट क्या होता है?
Yes, current length element is the element of the wire which we consider it for our simplification. So we start from the small element, then integrate it over the whole length. Small length element means for our starting step for simplification, we consider such a portion of the wire where, because you can see that this is irregular shape wire. So for simplification, to keep the calculation simple, we make it very small segment so that length such a portion of the wire over which direction and length of the wire is straight. Okay, so for our simplification case, we consider the length very small segment where we can say that this segment direction of the current is exactly same, just like shown in the figure. Straight point or small vector IDS. So we have to consider it for simplification, and then now you can see long straight wire. Then our next step is the straight wire. Hello, you have got it.
सर एक और सवाल था
जी
सर, हम डेरिवेशन और इंटीग्रेशन की फॉर्म में क्यों फिजिक्स के लॉ लिखते हैं?
अच्छा, डेरिवेशन और
इंटीग्रेशन की फॉर्म में हम क्यों फिजिक्स के लॉ लिखते हैं?
basically integration and derivation are basically a language tool. Okay, are you Faisal?
यस सर.
Okay, basically these are the language tools, mathematical tools, integration and derivation, so that we have to use the language shortcut, just type shortcut type language. When we want to integrate, we want to sum up, there are other symbols like summation symbol. Yeah, and you know what is the summation symbol? And integration maybe grammatically have the same meaning, summing up the thing, but they have some limitation and some other prospects. So basically, in order to simplify the things, we have to make use of the equation. So one of the tool is about is the derivation. Derivation symbol, just like dB, ds, is showing the small segment, right? And then now we integrate it over the whole length so that we can get the answer for our complicated circuits or other procedures. So throughout the scientific language or throughout the scientific procedure, You must be good enough in the mathematics, good enough in the differentiation, integration procedure, not only in physics, rather in all types of the all calculations, engineering related problems, and mechanical, electrical, civil, everyone must have to, if you want to just discover something, study something new, and understand the basics of every knowledge. Mathematical equations and these terms, the derivation and integration are important to all of us. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, Cecil raised his hand. Yes, it was. Cecil, are you on unmute?
Yes, sir, I am here.
Do you want to ask any more?
No, sir.
Okay. Abdullah, do you want to ask something?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Some participants are late in the meeting. As usual, as you are in the late in the class.
Sir, I am not late, but the internet connection was.
Okay, okay, no problem, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So up to now, we have to find the proof of the previous equation 29.4. So this involves basically some mathematical steps. So just like the equation here written. So this is straight line, straight wire basically given, and we have to find the magnetic field due to the straight wire at point P at a distance capital R. So for our calculation, we have consider the length element ds at some angle with the point P, as on the left of the screen shown in the figure 29.5. So it is with the some angle theta. So because this is straight line and there is a symmetry exists in such cases. Symmetry means the same element is on the other side of the wire, downward direction, right? So we can say that now here the magnetic field will have the same magnitude as on this one in this figure and on the other side of on the downward direction from this point, like this one. So that is why here to put the 2 instead of single integration symbol 0 to infinity, because we don't know the length of the wire and this is so 0 to infinity is the limit of the integration. We can take it as for infinite wire length of the wire. So putting the equation number 29.1 here in this equation, we get this one. Now is only our problem is to understand the thing is I was listening some voices in the background. Okay. We have to find this value, magnitude of this R. Means what is the distance from point P to the length element? How to determine this one? We have to make use of this equation and integrate a simple trigonometric equation to solve this one. We have to completely solve this equation, how to get the value of small r, and then put it into this equation, previous equation, and following this equation, we will get this equation. But mu naught I, 29.6 equation, mu naught I over 2 pi r. So remember, this equation is for the infinite length of the wire. We have considered it for the on both sides of this point P, in upward direction, in downward direction. But for if you are given the semi-infinite straight wire, otherwise it would say to determine the magnitude of the magnetic field just from upward direction of the portion of the wire, not for the downward portion of the wire. Then you just have to solve it without this 2, 29.5. So that you will get this equation of the 4 pi r equation. This is the our required equation, the 29.6 and 29.7. So this is how we determine to simplify the equation. Now again, magnetic field due to a current in circular arc of wire. So if you change the shape of the wire, then definitely things will be changed. So for your clarification, for your better understanding, another case is given, and you are given that you have given like in the question, figure number 29.6, you are given this situation, your curve of the wire, arc of the wire, so not complete circular loop of the wire. So determine the magnetic field at the center of the wire. How can you make use of the previous equation, previous knowledge of your Barton-Savitt's law equation to determine the magnetic field and direction of the magnetic field at this point center P? So same procedure is adopted. A small segment is considered over that arc of the wire. Arc of the wire. So, and then again using same technique, just like because angle is unknown to us, we don't know how much angle is given to us. So we will generalize the equation. We will drive the general equation 0 to pi a. Means now it depends upon this angle. If you increase the length, angle subtended by this segment and center, between center, will be increased. If you increase the length of this arc, so definitely this angle will reduce. So here we will drive the general equation 0 to 5, and after simplification we get the equation for the magnetic field due to arc of the wire at its center. So if you are given 90 angle, means half circle, semicircle, if you increase the length of the arc in this direction, like this one, semicircle, so angle will become 0 to 90, 0 to pi. So now this is the case for 0 to 2 pi. To find the magnitude of the magnetic field at the center of a full circle. This highlighted portion, focus on this highlighted portion. You are given the condition such that you have to find the magnetic field at the center of a full circle of the current. So then simply you will put the 2 pi instead of pi. Value of pi will be 2 pi in this case, and you will get this equation. 2 mu naught I over 2R. Now you can see, difference between straight line current mu naught I over 2 pi R, mu naught I over 2R. So in this case, there is no phi. So it means in this case, field will be more strong as compared to the straight wire. So for your study, for your practical, some application, for your some designing of the circuit, if you want to get strong magnetic field, then you will have to use the circular shape wire configurations rather than straight line, just like we use the toroids or solenoids for certain applications. Even in our medical application like MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, if someone has witnessed this machine, or you can search on the internet and you will see the huge circular wires are used to apply the strong magnetic field on the patient. Similarly, in so many applications, like even electricity, generate electricity, or even some other motors, we have used the circular configuration of the wire to get the strong magnetic field at the center of the wire and uniform magnetic field. So there is another example is given at page number 786, sorry 76, page number 768. You are given magnetic field at the center of circular arc of current. Yes. So number 26.
Yes, sir. सर ऊपर डेरिवेशन में
जी जी
सर उन्होंने ds को r/d5 से रिप्लेस कर दिया सर क्यों सर?
एक सेकेंड, कहाँ पे?
सर डेरिवेशन में इन्होंने यहाँ पर इंटीग्रेशन जब हो रही है तो उन्होंने यहाँ पर ds को r/d5 से रिप्लेस किया होगा, कैपिटल R/d.
इसी क्वेश्चन में? हाँ
यस सर.
जी जी.
सर
अब
ये
यहाँ पे जी जी पूछे, क्या पूछना चाह रहे हैं?
सर ये क्यों किया ds को r/d5 से रिप्लेस क्यों किया?
हाँ ठीक है, गुड क्वेश्चन, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. तो इसमें ये देखें, ये अब व्हाट इज ds, राइट? So if you reduce the length of this arc, then angle will definitely also reduce, right? Instead of phi, we will write d5, and ds is unknown to us up to now. So radius is known to us. We will prefer to convert it into our known symbol. So ds, length of the element, is still unknown to us. So in order to simplify this case, we make use of the equation S is equal to r theta. If you remember this equation, S is equal to r theta, relation between arc length and length of radius of the circle. S is equal to r theta. So this is basically this equation, ds r d phi. Okay. So when you will reduce this one, so it will become a straight line. So now we can say that the ds is equal to radius of the wire, and this angle, small angle, will be subtended, which is opposite to very small value. So then we can say that ds is equal to r d phi, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So up to now, I think it's enough for today. If you want to ask anything else and related to this topic, which we have covered today, is basically known as the Barton-Savart's law. If you want to ask further anything, please raise your hand. And try one thing, remember, try not to unmute yourself by yourself, okay? Just raise your hand so that Isaac, what you want to ask?
सर तो स्टार्टिंग से स्लाइड्स को ऑन करिएगा, स्लाइड्स जल्दी जल्दी आगे गुजर रही हैं। क्वेश्चन 29.1 से।
हाँ, अभी मैं फिगर अभी बुक से शेयर कर रहा हूँ मैं, एक सेकंड।
जी जी सर।
जी यस। जी साहब, आप कुछ पूछना चाह रहे हैं?
सर जो डीएस है ये लेंथ ऑफ द वायर है।
हाँ, लेंथ एलिमेंट, नॉट कंप्लीट लेंथ, rather
जी जी।
length element, just like here this figure number 29.1 showing the small portion over the wire,
ओके
not complete length of the wire, right?
जी 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 सर।
Okay, पूछना सर।
और देखता हूँ सर।
जी जी पूछना है। anyone else?
सर काइंडली स्क्रीन ऊपर करिएगा।
Yes sir, ये नीचे करनी है।
जी सर। सर इसको हमने जब वायर को हमने पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर लिया, इंटीग्रेट कर लिया, तो उसमें जो हमें मैग्नेटिक फील्ड कैलकुलेट करनी थी उसको डेरिवेट करेंगे।
No, now we will integrate it, right?
ठीक जी जी।
Integrate करेंगे। Now we want to increase the basically length calculation area. Okay? That is why now we will integrate it. Derivation.
ओके सर,
Yes.
थैंक्स सर।
Okay.
सर
जी सर, फैसल जी।
सर जो इक्वेशन 29.5 है वो सर वहाँ पर 2 कैसे आया?
21.5 में जी, जस्ट
29.5।
ओके। ये क्वेश्चन
नहीं सर 29.5 नीचे।
हाँ यही है, ये क्वेश्चन बात कर रहे हैं ना। दिस इज क्वेश्चन 29.5। सर
यस
दिस इज क्वेश्चन नंबर
सर। यहाँ
29.5।
जी सर यही।
इस 2 की बात कर रहे हैं। आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस वन? सॉरी, आर यू टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस वन?
यस सर।
हाँ, बेसिकली without this 2 we have taken the point P and upper portion of this wire ds, this one, and here we apply the symmetry. Apply the symmetry. Symmetry means because wire is straight and wire has uniform current, so just like this segment ds, there will be another element on the downside from that point P. Okay, so due to both of these, this element ds and similar on the other side of the wire, just like a mirror image type. Okay, if you are watching here, and similarly if you are standing here, both points, this one and on the other side, are at equidistance from you. So that is why we have taken this 2 instead of simple 0 to infinity dB. Okay.
सर एक और बात पूछनी थी।
जी प्लीज।
सर हमने ऊपर इक्वेशंस में क्यों नहीं 2 यूज किया? उसमें भी वायर का अपर एंड भी और नीचे वाला एंड भी है।
हाँ एग्जैक्टली, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन। Actually this is reason is that in upper portion in this our previous example This one, there is a wire of irregular shape, right? So we cannot apply symmetry in this case. We cannot say the other point will have at the same distance r from the T. Here distance will change now. If you consider any other point like just like here, where a pointer of my pointer is showing you the point, so then definitely r will be different as this in this case, right? We cannot apply apply symmetry here, and quite possible here value of current may be different. So in this case, we cannot apply this symmetry. So because now we have considered it the wire is straight and current is uniform, so everywhere current will be same. If you consider any other point of the element, current will remain same. We can apply the symmetry cases here. Okay, so I will ask you people here from here in this from this point to study the little bit about the symmetry. What is meant by symmetry? Okay, what is the importance of symmetry to understand why it is important to understand the symmetry for our certain problems, and what is difference between integration and summation. Okay, everyone please note down what is the difference between integration and summation, when we will apply summation, and when we will apply integration, right? And similarly, what is symmetry and what is the importance of symmetry in our calculation or in any scientific calculation. So this is all about today. So tomorrow we will further move in this such problems, and we will try to apply this knowledge, and then we will move towards the Ampere law, which is very important for our certain applications and calculations. So anything else, Faisal?
No, sir.
Okay.
Nothing else. Thank you.
Roll number 26. Yes, roll number 26. What is your good name? There is a problem with the sound. I cannot understand. Sorry.
अजद आपकी आवाज से नहीं आ रही, बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही।
मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही?
नहीं सर, उस रोल नंबर 26 की नहीं आ रही।
हेलो
हेलो
सर, आवाज आ रही है?
यार यार अपनी वीडियो ऑफ कर दें जरा। मैंने इस वक्त जी हाँ जी, आप क्या पूछना चाह रहे थे रोल नंबर 26? जी
सर, मैं कहता कि पेज नंबर 29.5 में हम उसको इंटीग्रेट करते हैं 0 से लेके इन्फिनिटी तक। सर, इसको हम इन्फिनिटी तक क्यों इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं? सर, ये इन्फिनिटली लॉन्ग वायर तो नहीं है, ये सिंपल एक लॉन्ग वायर है।
सॉरी, आपने क्या पूछा? दोबारा रिपीट प्लीज, रिपीट योर क्वेश्चन।
29.5 पेज में इसको हम 0 से लेके इन्फिनिटी तक क्यों इंटीग्रेट कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि सर ये तो ऊपर करंट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इन अ करंट इन अ लॉन्ग वायर, not an infinitely long wire.
Yes. So here now we have considered the length is because unknown to us. Okay. So we consider, we apply, because this is straight wire and uniform current, so this can be extended to any length. This can be considered to up to any length. So in this case, the length is not specified. So we can apply it to even up to infinity. Okay. So if you will increase the length, keep on increasing the length, so the current will remain same. uniform. So that is why we can apply this for infinite wire. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I hope you will have more classes today. So it was overall a very good session. You put very good questions. So repeat this topic for today for your next classes.